Good morning, everybody. In particular, good morning to the potential applicants from the small, medium-sized enterprises interested in the SILEO second open call for Advanced Technology Uptake Projects. My name is Marta Krakowiak. I'm project manager at ELCA, European Lighting Cluster Alliance, who is the coordinator of the SILEO consortium. So today, I will present and let's say introduce to you the second open call, as I said, to Advanced Technology Uptake Project with all the requirements and provisions that are necessary to be accomplished by the potential applicants. As you have noticed, this webinar is recorded and it will be available, the recording will be available on the SILEO submission portal in the next few days. So if somebody is not able to follow this right now directly, this recording will stay uploaded on the portal for the whole duration of the opening of this call. Before we enter in deep in the call provisions, just a couple of words of who we are. So who are the SILEO consortium and what we are doing, mainly for the companies who don't know us and have not started any collaboration with us in relation to the previous calls. So we are the European project co-founded by the EU Single Market Program. The SILEO consortium gathers 7 clusters from the lighting and furniture industry from Italy, France, Spain, Austria, and Romania. As I said, this is led by ELCA, European Lighting Cluster Alliance. And among our activities, we have also direct financial support measures to the companies, in particular the financial support to third parties, so better known as the Cascade Funding Vouchers. We are in the, let's say, last session of the funding, of the direct funding that is erogated by the SILEO project provided by our consortium. In fact, we have closed already other 5 calls, of which some companies are still implementing the activities. And the last call from the, let's say, digital package that we have for the companies is this one. So it's the second call for Advanced Technology Uptake Project. The call opened by the end of August and will close on the 25th of October 2024 at 5 p.m. on the Central European Summertime. Here now I will start presenting you this call. I kindly ask you to, if you have any questions, to write them in the chat or to wait for the last question and answer sessions that I will open after having presented all the details. So first of all, the main goal of this call is to support the small, medium-sized enterprises from the lighting and furniture sectors, the manufacturing SMEs, and this is very important here, to develop or improve their products, services, processes, and methodologies, thanks to the application of the advanced technologies. The voucher amount or the maximum voucher amount that can be asked in the form of the lump sum is 10,500 euro. The applicant does need to have a partnership here, so the project must be submitted by a single manufacturing company. Important that it is a manufacturing company, it is coming from the lighting or furniture system, and is located in the EU27 member states or countries associated to the Single Market Program. We plan to finance around 25 companies. The total budget of this call, as you can see, is 262,500 euros. So there is a quite interesting amount of money to be divided. What is important here, that this call supports prototyping, so small prototyping, of course, considering the lump sum of new products, services, or pilot applications, or both, that I will present in the next slide. So we call them services A, B, or C. So prototyping of new products and services. This is the first category that the company can select to apply for. It means that it allows to develop or define small prototypes of the products or services with the application of the advanced technology or digital solutions that are considered strategic by the company for their growth, for their business development. In the guidelines that you can find all the documentation, in particular the guidelines for applicants on the SILEO submission portal, you will have a detailed description that I just shortly remind here what we mean by the prototyping process. So it is important to understand that we need at least the development of the proof of concept to test the idea, to create a model of the product of the service, that there must be done some qualitative and quantitative research before that led to the selection of the specific advanced technology and the decision of going through the small prototyping. That you need to have some initial specifications and drawings, so it's not totally from the scratch. And of course, the prototyping should end with some final phase of the prototype. So there must be some sort of prototype result at the end, and includes the specifications if it will be decided to go through the further pilot testing. If you already have this, let's say, if you're already as a company at this stage, so you have some first prototypes, you have already some specifications for the pilot testing, you can decide to go for the pilot application. It means that you can test, validate, or make some demonstrations, small demos, test beds of the prototypes of the product, of the process, of the service developed with the use of advanced technologies or digital solutions. Here you have two different cases of the pilot application. So please let's say analyze internally what is the best case for you, because it can be the definition of the small test beds, small pilot production lines for the validation of the prototype. Or it can be like integration, testing and validation of the selected advanced technologies application with some specific production. So there was some starting process of the discovery of the new advanced technology in a previous phase, for example, and now you apply for pilot application because you understood that this is the technology that you would like to use, so you would like to try to test its pilot application. So there are these two small differences, so but they must be clearly stated in the project description. Then you can mix them, so you can combine them. You can do the prototyping and the pilot application if you're in your project. It is important only to have clear in mind that the maximum duration of this advanced technology uptake project must be no longer than 6 months. So you need to check if you will stay within the timing for doing both prototyping and pilot application. The SME applicant can select only one of these 3 expert services. It means that what we mean by this, it means that you need to clearly state it in the application that you are going through A, prototyping, or B, pilot application, or C, both. And then the description of actions, activities, and tasks, results must be made accordingly. If you are not selecting one, you are saying, I don't know, I will decide it later, the application from the, let's say, quality point of view will be rejected. So it must be clearly stated, and then the whole description and activities must be done in synergy to the decision of the service requested. What is important, as I said, the application must be submitted by an individual manufacturing, SME, small, medium-sized enterprise from the lighting or furniture sector, but in collaboration with the specific technology experts, so technology provider. So the organization who supports you in the application, in the use, in let's say in the application of the advanced technology that you'd like to use for this one of the free services. The technology experts, that we call them technology uptake facilitators, must be selected from the validated SILEO pool of technology uptake facilitators. The call for the selection of these technology providers is open and will close 2 weeks before the closure of the call. And I will explain a bit later in the next slide how does it work. So the application must be submitted and prepared by the individual SME from the lighting or furniture sector, in collaboration with the technology uptake facilitators, 1 or 2. The minimum duration of the project is 3 months and maximum is 6 months. And what is important for us here, and because it's also the last call, the timing must be really respected, because the planned project start date is scheduled for December. So we will do the evaluation very fast, and we'll inform the applicants about the results really in the shortest time possible, in order that the selected projects granted with the funding could start in the month of December. And then all the projects must close their activities at the latest by the 30th of June. So 6 months is the maximum. What is here important that regards the selection or individuation of the advanced technology that you would like to use, that you would like to apply in your projects, is that this technology must be known. So its technology readiness level must be of at least 4. So it should be at least validated in the laboratory. This regards the technology that you're going to select. So, for example, 3D printing is well-known, mature technology. All the virtual AR, VR, IoT, whatever, they are known and they have the TRL high. If there is something experimental, something totally new, new digital solution that you would like to test, this new digital solution must have at least TRL of 4. It must be at least validated. We need to know what is it, and we need to be able to foresee some results of this. So this is not a research project, and this must be strictly, underlined and highlighted. We have prepared non-exhaustive list of advanced technologies and digital solutions that might be considered by you in your application. You can find them in the guideline for applicant. Of course, I said it's not exhaustive list, so you are free to select your own if it respects these conditions. Coming back to our pool of technology providers. So the SME applicant is obliged to select, to collaborate, to select the technology provider, to collaborate with the technology provider in the definition, in the implementation of the project. The technology experts, as I said, must be selected from the pool of technology uptake facilitators that is, let's say, a database of the experts verified, approved, and validated by the SILEO consortium. What is important that we allow companies to highlight their experts with whom they would like to collaborate before the closure of the call, of course. So we would like to facilitate this collaboration. So if you, as an applicant, has in mind already a technology expert that you would like to collaborate with within this SILEO project, and this expert is not in the pool, ask the expert to send its candidature, so the expression of interest that he would like to, the company would like to enter in the pool of the experts until the internal deadline that is for the collection of this candidature, that is 11th of October, to us. So to me as a SILEO coordinator, or to the SILEO partners contact persons that you will see the list at the end. So this is also something that we clearly state, that the companies are not, let's say, obliged to select the providers that they don't know. They can do it, of course, if they see that there is somebody who is offering the services that fit well their needs. But they can also collaborate with the expert that they know. But this expert must send their expression of interest on time, be validated, and be included officially in the pool of technology providers. The pool of technology uptake facilitators is constantly updated on the SILEO submission platform. And the last date for the reception of the potential candidatures from this expert is, as I said, October 11th. So on the October 11th, at the end of the day, on the portal will be uploaded the final list of the technology uptake facilitators that can be selected by companies for this collaboration. What is important also to highlight, that the applicant, so the applicant company and the selected technology provider, they must be two independent legal entities. So we ask them to send us also registration documentation. We check, but of course, we trust that there is no conflict of interest, and this request is respected. If you go to the guidelines for applicants for this call, you will find all the links where you can find specific information about how to apply for becoming the technology providers, or what are the specific requirements that they need to accomplish to become one of the full experts. So as I mentioned it several times, the second call for advanced technology uptake projects will be published on the cluster submission SILEO portal, and will stay open until the 25th of October. On the call, on the platform, you will find all the documentation that is necessary to understand well how to apply, what are the eligibility criteria, what are the evaluation criteria. You can find the also samples of the requested documentation, so like the application form, declaration of honors, the frequently asked questions, and of course the pool of the experts of the updated version. So I will show you how to apply with a small video. I hope that you can see it. So let me start. Okay. So first of all, you need to register or log in. If you already participated in the previous calls, like business digital projects, talent, travel vouchers that we have issued, you already are registered, so you have to log in. If not, you have to register with that included in the information necessary to become, let's say, the registered participant. You need to select the call from the SILEO calls, or click on the link that we provide in all the documentation. Select the right call, please, the open one of the second open call for advanced technology uptake projects. Click on the view call. Here you will have all the information, as well as all the links, all the open call documentation, like guidelines, application sample of the application form, declaration of honors, frequently asked questions, so on. If you're logged in, you will see already the steps. There are 3 steps to be accomplished before the submission. The first step is the administrative one. So we ask you to provide online the information regarding your company, like legal name, SME category, NISE codes, and so on. Please remember that here we also included in the red font some important issues related to the quality evaluation. So if you're associated with any of our SILEO clusters or coming from the countries that are external to our partnership and are the, let's say, the new countries to the European Union, you will get some additional points. In the second step, we are going through the technology, let's say the technical part. You need to download from here the application form, fill it in, transfer in PDF, and upload. Then you need to, in the final step 3, download the declaration of honor, sign it and copy it with all the requested information, upload it in the PDF version, duly signed, tick all the selected necessary consent requirements, highlight from where you learn about this project, and then submit it. After the submission, you should have received the automatic email from the portal, from the cluster submission platform that will arrive from this email that is the provider of the portal who is managing it, the IT provider. That confirms that your submission, your proposal has been received. In this email, you will also see all the administrative data that you have included and links from which, after clicking on them, you can download the documentation that you have uploaded. If you submitted the proposal, but you did not receive the email, first of all, check in all the spam folders and so on. But if you are sure that you didn't get it, please contact us, because we, as the administrators, of course, we can check if we have received your proposal, or maybe it gets stuck somewhere, and we'll double check and try to solve. What is important, and not to wait at the end of the submission day. So not to wait until the 25th of October, because the portal might get overworked, overloaded with the applications, and the submission process of accepting the projects might be longer. So first of all, do not wait until the last hours, because it is risky that you said, okay, but I was online, I have submitted, but the portal might process it like 2, 5, 10 minutes after the deadline, and your application will be automatically rejected, because we consider the date that is, let's say, set by the portal. So on which date the portal registered the proposal. So my really strong recommendation not to wait until the last hours. Here's some important highlights that are the biggest errors, let's say, or some misunderstandings that happened with some applicants after the our other calls. So you need to choose the technology provider for the SILEO pool of technology facilitators. If you present the proposal when you have would like to collaborate with the technology provider, describing the company, university, research center, whatever, but this company is not in our pool, the application is automatically rejected, because this requirement is not accomplished. And we cannot include the technology provider in the pool after the official deadline for their candidature. So technology providers have time, the new technology providers who are not in the pool yet have time until the 11th of October. Afterwards, we do not accept them anymore. And the company who would like to collaborate with any of them must select those who are in the pool. You can choose one or more technology providers, so that you are not restricted to one. You can choose 1, 2, 5. Consider that the amount of the lump sum is 10,500 euro. And at least 70% must be dedicated to the collaboration of the technology provider in order to, in some way, give this push to the companies to adapt the advanced technologies in their piloting or prototyping services. The application form, and this is, it might be obvious, but it's not, because we have received several applications in the past that were not completed in English. So the application must be in English, in all its parts. And it must be submitted through the submission platform before the deadline. Only one project idea can be submitted by the company, by the small medium-sized enterprise. So if there are more than one proposal submitted during the, let's say, course of the call, when the call is open, by the same applicant, we will consider only the last one. So the last proposal submitted, the last date, then this will be considered and this will be evaluated. All others will be rejected, will not be taken into consideration. Please remember that when you will download the declaration of honor that you have to sign, please fill it also all the other requested information in the PDF document. So the date, the name, position of the person, of the legal representative that must sign it, the stamp if you have. If you don't have, you don't put it, but at least the name and the date and the venue. It's mandatory. Declaration of honors must be signed in handwriting or electronically. Both signatures are accepted, but the electronic signatures must be officially recognized. So we need to be able to see that it has been electronically signed. The payment scheme, so the maximum amount that you can ask for is 10,500 euro. You can ask for less. You can also ask for more, but you will get 10,500. So this is the maximum amount. And this will be paid as a reimbursement. So we are not providing any anticipation. So you need to be sure to have the financial sustainability, let's say, to cover 10,500 euro of works, of activities. The lump sum, the requested lump sum, will be reimbursed, so will be transferred to the applicant, the company, after the presentation approval of the final technical report that we'll ask to provide to us after the end of the project. With this final technical report that we will give you the template, and you will, from the beginning, as soon as you will sign the subgrant agreement with us, that is the official legal document that will grant the lump sum for you, will anticipate the final technical report from the beginning. So together with this report, you will be also asked to send us the proof of payment of the technology provider invoices. And this is also another important part. All the SME beneficiaries, so the applicants who will be selected for funding and who will sign with us the subgrant agreement, are requested to sign individually bilateral or trilateral contracts with the selected providers and provide us this copy of this contract before the project starts. And this will become the automatic annex to the official subgrant agreement that is, let's say, the legal framework for these projects and for the implementation of the activities. What is important here that I would like to highlight, as I said, the lump sum is the reimbursement after the approval, reception and approval of the final technical report. One of the mandatory annexes to this final technical report is the copy of the proof of payment that the technology provider or provider selected has been paid by the company. Only afterwards, we evaluate the report, we approve it and reimburse, if everything is okay, reimburse the requested amount of money in the form of the lump sum. So this was like the biggest let's say highlights that I have from the experience from the previous calls. Here you can find a list of the SILEO partners and their contact persons. So if you have any doubts, if you would like to have some additional information, do not hesitate to contact us. Some partners are going also to organize local informative sessions in their languages. in the next weeks about this call and about the possibilities of collaboration with the potential technology providers. Please contact them. Please follow the social media and the LinkedIn of the SILEO to have some updates. We are not doing, and this must be clear, we are not doing pre-evaluation of the potential proposals. We must help companies to select the right service, to understand if maybe the main big idea can fit, but we are not doing the pre-evaluation. So please do not send us the applications right now by email or whatever, because we will not consider them. All the project applications must go through the official portal submission system, respecting all the requirements. And that is all from my side. So I will maybe leave the main slide here, the general slide, and I will see if you have any questions here. So we have a question related if do we have a list of companies who may be considered as appropriate technology providers? So we have a list of companies or universities, research centers who are already the validated technology providers in the pool. So you can go to the portal, download the current version and see who is there. What we mean by technology provider is any entity, public or private, that provides the technology, that provides the, let's say, supportive activities of the knowledge transfer or application of the technologies for the companies from the lighting and furniture sector. So the only definition that we have, but you can also find all the requirements who can become the technology provider in the guidelines for applicants for the technology providers, but it's very wide. So we do not have a specific type. As I said, in the pool right now, I think we have more than 80 companies, technology providers, because there are companies or private entities, they are public entities like universities, research centers. There are some also incubators that are offering a wide services or technologies from the advanced technology framework or digital solutions from different segments and fields. Important for us is that those technology providers provide services, products, support for the lighting and furniture sector. So it must be relevant for these industries. I will not share the presentation and I will not share the recording directly with the participants, because it will be put on the official portal of the submission of the call. So it will be on the SILEO submission portal, and it will stay there for the whole opening of the call. We will highlight when it is available through the social media. So, but I think that max we need one day to finalize the recording and to put it on the portal, and it will be available for everybody who would like to see it. Any other questions that you have? Please take your time and make them directly in the chat or in the questions section. What else I would like to just highlight that can come to my mind? In the guidelines for applicants, you can, for example, find a list of countries that are eligible for the call. So there is, as I said, all the EU 27 member states, but there are also the link to the document with at least all the other associated countries. In the frequently asked questions, there are also some additional clarifications. So yes, this is more or less important. What is also another thing that if you have any issues with the registration on the portal, so if you go to the cluster submission platform and you select the SILEO call, and you will have any issues with the registration, please let us know. The cluster submission platform is supporting several Euroclusters projects, so it's not only SILEO, there are several of them. So it might happen that in one specific day, there are a lot of calls that are closing, or there are a lot of users on the portal. So if you have any issues with this, please let us know. So we will contact the technology provider and the management of the platform, and we'll highlight these issues. The registration of the portal is not the submission. This must be clear, because when you will register and you don't have, for example, for the first time, the registration requests you a couple of questions. So who you are, short description of the company. This is necessary for some statistics and for creating of the profile of the user. But this is not the application. You register, and then you go through the calls. You select the call of SILEO, the second advanced call, and you can see the details of the call and the application that you should fill in. If you are not registered and you are not logged in, you see only the description of the call, all the supporting documentation, but you cannot access the call application forms. And below the description of the call, it will be, you need to log in to see this call. So please get familiar with the portal, go through the registration if you are not registered yet, highlight us all the issues that you might have with the registration, with the login, with the preparation of the documentation, and we are here to help you. Do not change the formats. This is maybe something that I didn't list it on the slides, because as I said, there are many things that I taken for granted, but then when we receive different applications in the course of the SILEO project, we have seen really, really different, very artistic applications also. So the application form is a document that is standard one. The formats do not change them. Just fill them in. Do not change them. Do not transfer them in the forms. Do not create your own. Respect what is requested. We have included in the application forms all the relations to the evaluation criteria, to highlight you also what we are going to evaluate in a specific field, to guide you to provide the necessary information. And please, describe your activities. One phrase about who the company is, or one phrase about the objective of the project is not sufficient. And even if you will pass the eligibility evaluation that will check if you are coming from the eligible countries, if you are small, medium-sized enterprise from the lighting furniture sector, and if you have selected technology provider from the pool, even if you will pass this eligibility, and during the quality, if there is one sentence, we will not be able to evaluate the impact of your project or the importance of your project. So please, maybe try to develop it better. And last recommendation from my side, mainly for the companies or the applicants who already took part in the previous calls of SILEO, like for example the business digital transformation project, do not do copy paste. So we will see if the project is a copy of the one that has been already, let's say, submitted in the different call. And if we don't see the difference, if we don't see the upgrade, this is the let's say the second phase, the prototyping or piloting is the second phase of the business digital transformation project. So please try to respect the requirements and the expectations that we have. So if there are no any other questions, I will thank you all for being here, and we are closing the webinar today. All the information, as I said, are available in this recording on the SILEO submission portal. Then you have the list of our contact persons from the SILEO partner clusters that you can contact directly and receive also support from their side. For any additional or direct calls or direct checks, you can call me, you can contact me, and we are here to support you and to receive a valid applications for our call. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.